Got here not long after sunrise. SDSU, ladies and gentlemen, we're at San Diego State University. Father Joe's down there on Imperial was giving out shirts for the homeless, and apparently University of Hawaii had donated a whole bunch of shirts because there was this guy there, and I got one too, not a bad polo shirt, and there was this guy there that was sitting there on a walker, one of these Hugo kind of walkers you get from Walmart, lived in the Villages, not far from Petco Park. MLB, incredible marketing. You look at the Padres Twitter, Father Joe, and the way they make this, that's full welfare of that. Yes, that is. And it's so amazing. MLB, they do so much research. In fact, I would say we're going to give some real estate advice here to up-and-coming agents wherever in the world you are. Start getting into baseball a little bit and track the media, social media, marketing, press release side of any team in your area, or somewhere where you want to start selling property. You've got an MLB team there. Start following it, even if you know nothing about baseball. You buy a few tickets. There in the nosebleeds, sit, watch the game, learn a little bit about the game, and then follow, and then put your jersey up, go sell property, and then follow the marketing of the MLB team, because these people, in terms of place, I've noticed this is true. You in LA Dodgers, because of how big LA is, and I think this history and then the length of the Dodgers, it's not more storied, it's not more history there so much that they move from, but it's a little different, and because the topography, layout, and if you look at the way real estate is practiced in Los Angeles, it's a lot more territorial. Really, it's quite simple. SDAR, San Diego Association Realtors. It's a lot like Las Vegas, LVR, as it was rebranded. It was GLVAR, and then I was in the industry at the time. What a privilege to be in there at the time. I always tell people, I got in when we still had on our exclusive right to sell, listing agreements, purchase contracts, the offer we had on these forms. TRS, Township Range Section, you would put what it was in, and that's how you knew we were using Mount Diablo, Principal, Meridian, and Baseline up there, not far from the Bay Area there, right? And you'd count the number of townships down from it across through California into Nevada, and so much history there. California, Nevada, there was talk of, some people say way back, wild west, we're going to abolish Nevada, make abolish, it's stupid to have it as a separate government. You look at the map, by the way, you look at these dividing lines between states, even international border lines, how these were all drawn. People didn't think about geography the same way before. We all had all these GPS maps and all of this. It was more about political. And so, by the way, we had ESRI here in San Diego at the convention center, and it's very interesting. Now we can see these lines, and now we have these dividing lines between where jurisdictions end and begin, and these laws apply here, these laws don't apply there. California age of consent is 18, and it affects the culture. I've talked about this. I'm going to link to my article about the development of human sexuality in the teenage years and adolescence, and I'm a eugenics realtor, as I would say, when I was active in the industry. I do it eugenically. I don't discriminate. Some people can't contribute their DNA to the gene pool. If you want to practice voluntary eugenics for the sake of humanity, I'm one of them, actually. And that's why I talk about being a dad, and I'm an ally of human repro. I put, the baby, the sonogram, but it shouldn't be my DNA. But just in general, and I'm a full Republican, like I say to folks. Nevada never leaves you in that way. I just come right out with it. People will never agree on a lot of things, but the reason I say that, I'm a full Republican. Nevada never leaves you. Rural Nevada, where these people, these kids, these third generation dream of leaving rural and they want to go into metro. They dream of leaving rural, they want to go into metro. That's just the way it is. In fact, of all counties here in Southern California that oddly Republican, Orange County, right? It's one of the odd pockets in Southern California, and it's a rural county. In it is Disneyland. It's a weird deal. You just sort of think about how conservatives hate Disneyland. Well, I guess Anaheim, Orange County, right up there into LA, we have Disneyland, for better or worse. I mean, LA can claim Hollywood, but we do have Disneyland.